Previously on Chasing News.
He was kind of rolling around, having a tough time in the water, with the big tumor that was on his back.
You know what would have been cheaper? If the parents drove the goldfish to the surgery, stopped off at another store.
You are not taking this seriously. Actually, I found this all fascinating. I think it deserves a follow-up.
I am hungry for a fish fillet.
Oh, Bill. Oh my gosh.
I was actually going to surprise him with a goldfish. Sucks to be rude.
And now on Chasing News.
Well, recently, I introduced you to Winston the goldfish. At 8 years old, he is now doing swimmingly after Dr. Colin McDermott removed a life-threatening tumor. I told you it deserved a follow-up, and I bet you're really excited now because what I found is that fish surgery is a lot more common than you might think.
I get funny reactions from people when I say that we operate on fish. I can't understand the process of how we can take a fish out of water and do surgery on him and then put him back.
From removing a tumor to putting a prosthetic jaw on a goldfish that couldn't close his mouth, the possibilities are endless when it comes to giving your goldfish his very best life.
So what we do is we actually get the fish and put them in their tank water and add some anesthetic to the water. So instead of cats or dogs or people where we breathe in that anesthetic from a gas, it's very similar, but it's the anesthetic in the water that they're breathing in.
Dr. Colin McDermott is one of the... Are you laughing?
No, yes, not with you.
I don't
Not
think
at
you're
you.
laughing with me, but
No,
we'll get to that later.
all
Dr. Colin McDermott is one of the few veterinarians listed on the American Association of Fish Vets, a group that does private practice. I can't look at you and
It's
say
fine.
this.
I'll look over.
A group that does private
It's a Mike
practice
Baker moment.
medicine when it comes to fish. And as you can see, McDermott takes a lot of x-rays, which then after the surgery, he sends to a pathologist to see if these illnesses could reoccur.
Do you think Winston's is going to come back?
Winston's we didn't send out for costs, but I still have it just in case.
Now these surgeries don't take long, 15 minutes to an hour. So if they don't take that long, why don't more veterinarians do these sorts of surgeries, especially since it's pretty common?
It's a lot of why, a lot of cat and dog vets don't do horses because they feel more comfortable with the cat and dogs, and there are vets out there to do the horse work, which I am thankful for. But
do you think it's growing?
It is.
And before you think these fish aren't worth a $300 surgery, listen to this.
There's a great photo that they had with Buster kind of cuddled up right next to Winston, kind of at the bottom of the tank after they put him back in from the procedure. So it just goes to show where, we have a bond with these fish. Fish are more social probably than a lot of people give them credit for.
There, and it was like they were friends again, right? They really had a bond. I had no idea that goldfish had this level of personality towards them, but they do. You are not even listening now.
What? I'm listening. No, I'm listening. I'm thinking about sushi. I'm sorry.
Sushi?
Yeah, that's
Why
what I'm
do you
thinking
think
about.
about eating when it comes to goldfish?
Here's the thing, because I think about a
Nobody
$300 operation, I'm thinking I can go to Bordentown and for less than $20 get a whole plate of sushi.
Okay.
So good, we're all going for lunch. He's taking us.
And shumai. I'm sorry. I get it for some fish. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't. I'm trying. I'm trying to
He's a fish
wrap my
eater.
head around this.
Well, the
but-
fish thing in general, I can understand because fish can die pretty quickly. So when you finally get them to be a good size, I know my dad had a tank full of discus fish, and they sold for a lot of money.
So I think most fish are kind of priced to be replaceable.
No,
Right?
we're talking like over
Says the
100.
guy
Yeah,
who
like
uses it as a
goldfish.
life lesson for when his fish
I
dies
did.
for
It's
his
a life
kids.
lesson. It was very important. No, but it is true. I use the dead goldfish as a way to teach my kids about death. I left the dead goldfish in the bowl, and I told my daughter. Anyway, sorry.
You know what?
We're done. We're done. It's as dead as a goldfish.
Wow.